This video, we're going to continue the mini-series that we're going to be doing in terms of reviewing the Fast and the Furious franchise. This one, we're going to review Too Fast, Too Furious. Okay, guys, welcome back. So, Too Fast, Too Furious. You know, when I first saw this movie, I didn't like it. I really didn't, because I felt you really missed Vin Diesel in this movie. I didn't feel at the time, and that's at the time that Paul Walker could carry it on his own. And Tyrese Gibson at the time, I didn't consider him like, you know, an improvement, obviously, over Vin Diesel, and I didn't really even consider him an actor. I mean, at that time, he was just starting to get into the acting, and he was still kind of a model. The thing of it is that over time it's grown on me, and that's because obviously over time Tyrese has done more movies. Paul Walker did some other flicks, and I think when you watch it later, as opposed to when it came out, you can appreciate it better. And I did. I appreciate it more. You know, Evan Mendez became a lot bigger sometime after that. Cole Hauser, who plays the main villain, I like him so much as an actor, but the guy just... he just never materialized into anything significant. I mean, he's been kind of subjected now to like minor roles. I mean, he was in Olympus Has Fallen, and he played an agent, but he died at some point in the movie. He starred in his own movie called Paparazzi, which was produced by Mel Gibson, and I love that movie. It's such a good movie in my opinion. But again, he just for whatever reason, he just doesn't have that star power. But I always liked him. I mean, he played the skinhead in Higher Learning. He's been in a lot of great movies, and if you see him in some of his movies, he does such a great job. But he just never turned into one of those big time actors. But I've always liked him. I've got pretty much most of his movies. For some reason, he's just one of those actors I really, really enjoy watching, especially in Higher Learning, especially in Paparazzi. And he did good in this movie as well. I mean, he plays a very good villain. Paparazzi, he was more of a hero, so I think that's probably why it wasn't very successful. But anyway, so Too Fast, Too Furious, I mean, you're back into the whole... All right, we got the car racing thing going on. It very much tried to follow the formula and the format of the first movie. We start the movie. This time, Brian is the big dog on the streets, and you got Ludacris in there, and Michael Ailé's in there. That's right, almost human Michael Ailé. He only has a small role in the movie, but again, I enjoyed it later. One of the things I liked about the movie was the Lancer Evolution. That's one of my favorite sports cars, is the Lancer Evolution. So for Brian to have that car for the duration of the movie was awesome. I did like the race scene where they did the up and turn, where they both, it's like a tag team. Two cars start off first one back, the next car goes. That scene was great. That was a nice little change from some of the things they did in the first movie. But I just don't think it's not as good as the first one. It just isn't. Even today, as much as I enjoy it more now than I did then, it's still not better than the original. I have a hard time. I'm going to be very honest here. I know the man's dead. God bless his soul. I have a hard time buying a blonde-haired, blue-eye talking like he's from the hood. It just, I can't. I have a hard time with that, and that's the only criticism I give this series, is that I love the series. I have all the movies up until the most recent one, which I still haven't picked up yet. I've just been too lazy to pick it up, but I enjoyed it. I enjoy the series. I just have a hard time with a blonde-haired, blue-eye saying "Yo, dog," saying "Hey, cuz." This doesn't work for me. It doesn't. That doesn't make the movies bad. That's where I have a hard time. That's why for him to be the lead in the movies just doesn't work for me, and that's what he was in this movie. He was the lead. Seeing Eva Mendes was incredible. She's hot. There's no doubt about that. And the story overall was pretty decent. It was all right, but it just wasn't as good as the first one. It really wasn't. I don't think Paul Walker could carry the series being the sole lead role. He needs to have Vin Diesel there, because those two characters develop a good chemistry. Him and Tyrese, it just didn't work for me in this movie. It didn't work. It doesn't. I can't. Tyrese is so hood in this movie, and Paul Walker is so straight cut until he tries to become hood. It just doesn't fit. It doesn't fit. But The car races were awesome. The chicks were hot. The music was off the hook. You know, Joe Budden's at that time. That song was off the hook. I used to love that song. Pump it up. Anyway, and you know, I can still look at it today and enjoy it. You know, and like I said, Cole Hauser I'm a big fan of his, even though he's not a big name actor. He's just one of those actors that I really like. So I loved him in this movie, and you know, it just wasn't as good as the first one. You know, but it's not bad, and that's pretty much all I have to say about that. So. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Share your thoughts about Too Fast, Too Furious, and we will continue next week, and we will do Fast and Furious Tokyo Drift, I believe, is the next one in the series. We'll talk about that one. Take it easy, and I'll see you next video. Hey guys, welcome to Entertainment Talk Nation. I'm your host, Rob. This video, we're going to continue the mini-series that we're going to be doing in terms of reviewing the Fast and the Furious franchise. This one, we're going to review Too Fast, Too Furious. Okay guys, welcome back. So Too Fast, Too Furious. You know, when I first saw this movie, I didn't like it. I really didn't, because I felt you really missed Vin Diesel in this movie. I didn't feel at the time, and that's at the time that Paul Walker could carry it on his own.